And the youngest, Sayyidina Ali Asghar radiallahu anhu, which his ending, inshallah, I'm going to describe. And we should learn a lesson from this. The patience shown by Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu. Today, those of us who have young children, those who are 6-month-old babies, 5-month-old babies, or young children, try to learn a lesson from this. Sayyidina Ali Asghar was the extremely small infant child of Sayyidina Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu. This innocent child was restless due to thirst. Think about it, for 3 days, no water, he was restless. The hungry and thirsty mother of Sayyidina Ali Asghar radiallahu anhu found that her breasts were dry. There was not even a drop of water available in the camp. This poor boy's tongue was sticking out. He was continually moving his feet and continuously crying. Sayyidina Ali Asghar's mother could not bear to see her son in this state of agitation. And therefore she took him to Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu and told her husband, I cannot bear to see our son in this state any longer. When he cries, it is as though my liver is cut into pieces. Take him and show his condition to the oppressors. Maybe those hard-hearted souls shall have compassion upon this innocent child and provide him something to drink. Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu held the child next to his chest and proceeded toward the Yazidis. He said to them, "Oh, you who recite the kalima, this is my youngest son who is breathing his last breaths due to dehydration. He spreads his minute hands towards you and is seeking a bit of water to drink. If anyone is a criminal in your eyes, it is me, not this child. Therefore you should allow him to have a drink of water. If there is any compassion in your heart, you should give this child something to drink." These words of Sayyidina Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu had no effect upon these hard-hearted tyrants, and they had no pity for a child who couldn't even speak due to his infancy. Instead of providing water, a wretched individual named Harmala ibn Kahil shot an arrow towards Sayyidina Ali Asghar radiallahu anhu. The arrow pierced through his throat and ended up next to the arm of Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu. When Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu pulled the arrow from Sayyidina Ali Asghar, a spring of blood began to flow from his small neck. And this beloved boy restlessly sacrificed his life whilst in the hands of his father. Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu raised his aggrieved eyes towards the skies and said, "O Lord, Ya Allah Azza wa Jal, accept this small sacrifice of Ali Asghar." Then he took the small body of his beloved son back to the camp. When the body of his son was placed on the lap of Sayyidina Ali Asghar's mother, she placed him against her chest, crying due to the loss of a son. She said, "Son, hold on to my chest, for I shall not have the chance to place you against my chest again." My Islam brothers, a 6-month-old child, and his life ended in this manner. Today, if we have children, if they pass away due to illness, due to some other reason, the pain of that is unbearable. Forever we are thinking about this the rest of our life. Or we had a child and it's departed. But in this manner, the manner in which Sayyidina Ali Asghar radiallahu anhu, his life was terminated, an arrow was shot at his neck. Think about the surroundings, the jungle, the heat, everything. Today, my Islamic brothers, over minute things, we begin to panic, lose patience, and say, why is this happening to me? Ma'azallah, we start to question Allah Azza wa Jal, why is He testing us? But look at this test, my Islamic brothers, look at this test. Have any of us been in a situation like this? Where our family is behind us, the enemy are in front in thousands, and they want blood. They want blood of the Ali Rasul, the Ahlul Bayt. After this, altogether, approximately 17 members of the Ahlul Bayt was martyred. And Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu obviously stated the warrior. But then it was also his time. The time arrived for the martyrdom of the son of Batul, Sayyidah Fatima radiallahu anha. The coolness to Sayyidina Ali radiallahu anhu's eyes, the comfort to the believers' hearts, the master of heavenly youth, the commander of those who struggle in Allah Azza wa Jall's way, the Mujahideen, the king of Karbala, Sayyidina Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu. When Sayyidina Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu intended to go onto the battlefield, Sayyidina Zainul Abidin, the only surviving son of Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu, approached him with a spear in his hand and requested that he be granted permission to go onto the battlefield before his father and sacrifice his life in the way of Allah Azza wa Jal, as he could not contemplate Imam Hussein being killed whilst he was present. This was in spite of the fact that Sayyidina Zainul Abidin radiallahu anhu was extremely frail due to ill health. Imam Hussein radiallahu anhu embraced Sayyidina Zainul Abidin radiallahu anhu with love, and thereafter he said to him, "Son, how can I permit you to go to the battlefield? Ali Akbar has been martyred, and so has Qasim. All those relatives and friends who accompanied us have sacrificed their lives in the way of Allah Azza wa Jal. If I permit you to go on the battlefield, then no mahram, unmarriageable person will be left to be the guardian of the women from the Ahlul Bayt. How shall these helpless women reach Medina from this foreign land? Who shall take care of your mothers and sisters, attending to their needs? My beloved son, you have to remain alive, you cannot die, otherwise how shall my lineage continue? Who shall the trust that I have been given by my grandfather and father be given to? O my flesh and blood, all these hopes are bound around your personality. Remember to remain firm on